In this video, I'm going to be installing AOKP Jelly Bean on the Samsung Galaxy Nexus on Sprint, the toroplus. I'm going to be using a micro USB OTG adapter, and I'm going to be using a small 2 gig flash drive. I have much larger ones, I just wanted to get a 2 gig so you can see the light flash whenever I'm installing something. I'm going to go ahead and hook this into it. Then I'm going to take this and put it in here, and you should see it light. Yep, there we go. It's flashing, and it says preparing USB storage. And then I opened up Titanium Backup, which is available in the Google Play Store. If you're not sure how to use it, I do have videos on how to do that. You go here to this batch tab, and then back up all user apps and system data. Then press the checkbox. Once that's done, you need to sync everything to Dropbox if you have the Pro version. If Dropbox is unavailable, you'll just go to Preferences, and then you'll enable Dropbox, Box.net, or Google Drive. I'm going to back out, and then it'll show up in the Schedules tab, and then press Run. I've already done that. I uploaded like 609 megabytes worth of Titanium Backup data to Dropbox. Since this device only has internal storage, we do not want anything happening to that precious data. Normally I would tell you to back up your ROM, but I can tell you right now that this nightly is like a month old. Anytime I try to update the nightly to the latest version with the Circle battery mod or anything, it won't even boot up all the way. You'll see the slide to unlock, and then it'll just reset over and over and over again. So something in this phone is screwed up, and it's giving me random reboots. This is my wife's phone, by the way. That's why we are installing AOKP Jelly Bean on it. So we're going to reboot in the recovery. You can choose reboot and then recovery, but in this situation I'm going to do it, you know, the old school manual way, for those of you that are maybe on a completely stock ROM with just root access. You'll also want to open up Goo Manager, press Menu, choose Install OpenScript Recovery, press Yes, and 2310 is the latest as of today. Of course, that will change in time. Hold down the volume down, volume up, and the power button, and keep holding it. And then press volume down, and then press power. I really like Google Nexus devices. And then it's going to reboot into twerp recovery. This is the best recovery you could ever use. You can take your Android backups and back them up to that. See, it's flashing. Alrighty. Also, you can charge your device while you're in recovery, but that's not going to be possible if you're using an OTG adapter. Normally you would want to go to backup, and then you want to back up the most important things. I recommend doing the system, data, boot, EFS, enabling compression so your backup is smaller. Do not skip MD5 generation unless you don't care about MD5s. And then you can choose the internal, which is the built-in 32 gigs, or the external, which is this right here. Set backup name. This is very important. You want to set it to something so that way you can easily go back to it. If you just name it today's date, you don't know if you had CM9, if you had CM10, AOKP, a stock ROM. You don't know. That's why I highly recommend naming it something easy. Like in this situation, we're running the CM10 monthly version. So I would do CM10 M1, meaning it's the first monthly version. I can't update it to a nightly because it's messed up like I said earlier. And then you would just press go, and whatever you had up there will be the backup name. And then swipe to back up. I'm not going to back up this ROM because it's having issues. And I've already ran Titanium Backup, and I'll be able to restore the most essential things that I know will be very hard to get back. Like maybe an app that's not available in Google Play Store anymore. Maybe an app like HandSent that takes forever to go through all the settings and customize the way you like it. Tapatalk, where you have 30 different accounts you're signed into. You've got your custom signature set. Apps that would take you forever to get everything back to the way it was. Just make sure you do an Android so you can restore your old backup and get things back to the way they were. In this situation, we're going to do wipe, factory reset, swipe. That's done. Now I'm also going to do system. That's not necessary, but I still do it. That's like the people that do a factory reset and then wipe the cache and the dominant cache. We can wipe the external storage, which is this thing right here, or we can wipe the internal storage. And then we're going to go to install, and we're going to choose the external SD card right here, this flash drive. We're going to install the AOKP Toro JB Build 5. Of course, if you're watching this video and Build 6 comes out, or etc., you'll take that new file and you'll flash that instead of the old one. So you don't need a new video every time there's a tiny update. Just download the new file and flash that instead. Normally, I would swipe it to flash it, go back and do it again, but a feature in twerp recovery is to press Add More Zips, and then choose the Jelly Bean Google add-ons. Yes, That is a different version than 7.26, which was the latest before. This version now includes the latest Google Play Store 3.9.16 that lets you delete stuff from your account that you've downloaded in the past. And you can highlight multiple things, etc. I never did a video on it because there's other videos about it. And that'd be like doing a video on Gmail 4.2. Droid Modder X, Android Police, several other people have done that as well. So we're going to press on that. Now it says there's files 2 of 10. So first it's going to flash the actual ROM, and then it's going to flash the Jelly Bean Google add-ons, which is what you want. So we'll swipe to confirm flash. And remember, we're doing all of this from this flash drive right here. That is amazing. See? USB OTG. Freaking Team Win has just... oh, I have so much respect for them. On the Transformer Prime, if you do a full wipe, you can still put a micro SD card in it and flash ROMs from there. Instead of going into recovery, ADB pushing everything you need, and it's, oh my goodness. Especially devices like this. The Nexus 7, for example. I don't have that device yet, but I'm talking to someone and I might be getting one, I don't know. Anyways, you can use this and you can take your Nandroid backups and you can store them on there. Because if you have the 8 gig version, you don't have much space, and the Nandroid backup can take up quite a bit of space. So you can take the Nandroid backup and back it up on a flash drive, and then if you ever need to restore it, just hook the flash drive up to it, and you're not wasting space that you could be using for apps and etc. I am definitely looking into that 32 gig Nexus 7. I might buy it soon, I don't know. I'm getting the Note 2 in a couple days, and I'm super excited about that. And yes, today's my birthday and I'm doing a freaking video on my birthday. How about that? That should show you that I'm dedicated. Actually, I really have nothing else to do. My daughter doesn't get home from school for the next hour and a half. Almost 2 hours. Yeah, almost 2 hours. So I'm kind of bored and have nothing else to do. And I really wanted to install this. I was flashing my touchpad back. Oh, that's neat. That's new. That's awesome. Again, this is Android 4.1. I don't know if it's 4.1.1 or 4.1.2, but it's Android 4.1 Jelly Bean. I'll show you in a second under the About phone. But anyways, I was flashing my HP touchpad because I had flashed the 2300 torp recovery, which made it towards it wouldn't boot anymore. And like, I did the WebOS Doctor, the full reset, freaking did everything, Acme uninstaller, and then I installed CM9 on it, and I was like, I wonder if they have a Jelly Bean ROM for it yet. And there wasn't any Tenderloin for that, so... And the D2 SPR, the Sprint Galaxy S3 wasn't on that list either, so that sucks. AOKP, seriously, is my favorite ROM out there in the world. I had it on my Transformer Prime for a long time. I freaking love that ROM. Awesome. So you just like choose which one you are in? Yes. By the way, when I get my Note 2 in about 2 days, my wife's going to be using my Galaxy S3. Yes, I'll still do videos on that device. I've touched on most of the important things I can touch on right now, and I have tons of videos that I need to make for this device. MSkip updated the Galaxy Nexus toolkit, so many videos of this device are coming here very shortly once I do my Note 2 videos. Under Advanced, oh, it's automatic setup, just cancel that out. Anyways, let's just press Next. Sweet, so now we're signing into our Google account, and what I really like about AOKP is you can customize the nav bar. Meaning down here, you can have home, search, menu, back, custom apps launch. Instead of having home, you can have another one that's like Plume or something, anything. It's awesome. Get more relevant information, let apps know your location. This phone is to Amy. I'm not going to do the last name. And then finish. I'll actually run this ROM whenever I get this phone. I know the ISO is bright. Let me turn it down. There you go. Alright, so Nova Launcher is freaking awesome. You can choose between the normal trebuchet or whatever, like stock launcher, or you can choose Nova. I really like Nova. Always. And then it's preparing services. Turn the ISO back up. Plus another thing I really like is that little battery circle mod. Now CyanogenMod has one, but I honestly do prefer the way the AOKP version looks. With Nova, you can import. This works on Synths, it works on TouchWiz, it works on stock, etc. It's freaking awesome. Oh, and look, all of our things are in there. What's the latest one? 10.30. I should have done one today, but I forgot and I messed up. Big deal. These are the apps that aren't currently installed. Now we've got all of our custom settings, and it should be our little flip. Yep. I'll reinstall the apps with Titanium Backup and from the Google Play Store, and then I'll all these little things will start popping up again. AOKP statistics, yes, you just press on it again, press OK, and all that does is let them know which build you're running. That way they can know, like, hey, this many people are using this version and that many people are using that version. That's all that it saves. Anyways, yeah, what the heck is that? Let's press it, because I don't know. Maybe that's their swagger thing. I don't know, let's go to the settings. Oh, it's different. You just press on it now. Okay, cool. Before you actually had to hold on to it. ROM Control, it's got some pretty impressive stuff in here. General UI, custom boot animation, disable the boot animation, custom carrier label. I can change it to like my wife's name. Enable kill all button. Recent RAM bar, show IMEI switcher. That's where, like, when you press on the, when you're in a box where you type something in, it has a little thing and you can press on it and choose between like Swift keying, etc. Allow 180 rotation, so menu override. Force tablet UI. That's pretty awesome, because what that'll do is make your, you know, shows, I'll just do it right now. AOKP, y'all are some creative mofos, man. Initiating swagger. Oh man, why would you disable that? Why in the freaking world would you disable something that awesome? By the way, this is not a ROM review by any means. I haven't had a chance to play with this ROM, and I hope there's never a day where I install a ROM and 1 second later start recording and call it a review. I hope that day never happens, because you haven't had a chance to test out the battery life, you haven't had a chance to find hidden features that you'll miss in your review that you'll find later on, and you'll want to go, oh, I need to make another review now. So yeah, I try to play with the ROM for at least a couple days before I actually make a review video. I'm still tripping out that I had the ROM on here, not on here, and installed it like it was on there. Definitely. Well, there'll be links in the description to this ROM, the Google add-ons that we flashed, this micro USB OTG adapter, and freaking, I even bought a 32 gig flash drive. It's like one of the world's fastest flash drives, and it was only like 35 bucks or something for 32 gigs. I'll link to all that stuff in the description of this video. So please make sure you click the little show more button where it expands the description, and I'll definitely have links to everything in there. Links to follow me on Twitter where I post about upcoming videos, what videos I plan on doing, devices that I'm getting. If there's an update to this ROM, I tweet about it instead of wasting y'all's time with another install video on the same exact ROM, just an update, and etc. So please follow me on Twitter. I have other social media sites like Google+, Facebook, and etc. But I'm definitely most active on Twitter. Those links will be at the very bottom of the description. I'm going to cut out the waiting, of course, but this has been taking a long time. So I think I'm going to try to reboot again. I checked the MD5s, made sure the MD5s matched on both the Jelly Bean Google add-ons and on the ROM itself. Everything matched, so I'm not sure what's going on. Alright, it doesn't appear to want to boot at this time, so I'm going to go ahead and power it down again. This case is from Cruiser Light, by the way. I use extended batteries. I do. But my wife doesn't like the extra weight and bulk that it adds. So she doesn't mind hooking her phone up to a charger twice as much as if she was using a extended battery. Alright, we got the phone plugged into the charger, and we're going to go ahead and try to power it on again. I didn't hold it down long enough. I'm wondering if it had something to do with the fact that I had that OTG adapter plugged in or something. I don't know. There we go. It did have something to do with it, I guess. And that's what the tablet UI was about. It's got like your icons and everything down there at the bottom. And you unlock it. It's like, okay. So yeah. That's insane. Let's change that back. I don't know. No. Go to settings. Go to ROM Control. Oh my goodness, what did I do? General UI. Look for the word TA. Oh my goodness. Oh, Force Tablet UI. Okay, FO, right there. Then I can reboot it. And you can actually, in the ROM Control, change it where like screenshot. You can change all that in the ROM Control where it pops up when you hold the power button down. It should have boot up much faster. Like I said, I'm not quite sure why it wasn't wanting to go at first. That was a little bit weird and unusual. Not used to that at all. Maybe it has something to do with whenever you change it from Force Tablet UI to normal UI and then back. I don't know. Because again, it's not booting up. And I'll bet you if I pull the battery and try again, it'll actually boot up. Alright, we'll plug it in again. And we'll definitely power it on, and it should boot up this time. Maybe it wasn't that OTG adapter. Maybe it was because we changed it from normal UI to Force Tablet UI, and it requires 2 reboots. I don't know. There we go. Normal UI has the name Amy. You can change all those where it does different things. Not sure why it asked me to whenever I installed the Google add-ons and rebooted, and then when I launched the Play Store it asked me again. Who knows? Oh, that's different. It says my wallet, or my wish list. Okay, yeah, that's a pretty cool feature of, 3916. Alright, let's go back to the settings real quick and then I'll end this. You get root through Super SU, which is pretty cool. I'm a huge Chainfire fan. General UI, you saw most of those I think. The LCD density. The lock screen, this is where like you can do a pin, menu, lock screen, battery percentage, volume controls, targets. That's like where you have like go up for your messaging, go to the left for Twitter, and etc. You can enable the weather, calendar, show lock screen rotation. I guess you can flip the lock screen around, it's pretty cool. Power menu, this is what I was talking about. Airplane mode, show screenshot. Now when I go back and I hold down the power button, it'll show a screenshot right there. Nav bar, this is really important. Menu location, menu visibility, button quantity, you can have 5. And then you can go to like action 4, and then you can choose like screenshot menu right there. And on 5 you can press on it and make that like kill custom app like Gmail. Open IMEI switcher, menu, screenshot, search. Now you have back, home, recent apps, menu, search. And you can of course change all those and make them smaller if you don't like them that big. Meaning like it goes down, like it uses less screen space. Now I know my wife only wants 3 of them, so I'll just let her choose later on. She doesn't like the menu button there, so I'll change that real quick. I'm sorry, not the menu, this one right here. So I just go up here to where it said 5 and do 4. There we go. Oh, that's cool. My tablet does that too. When you hold the home button, you go up, it launches Google Now. So anywhere you're at, just hold home and go up. So we showed you everything in the nav bar. The battery, this is where it gets awesome. Battery icon style, icon with centered text. Oh, my bad. Circle mod. There we go. That is freaking awesome. Battery bar style, battery bar color, thickness, toggles. Enabled toggles. And this is where you can choose which ones you want to show up. The swagger, NFC, torch, the flashlight, USB tether, LTE, etc. The layout, Wi-Fi, rotation, data, swagger. This is cool. Just ridiculous. There's LED. Oh, that's neat. App, 1 second, 9 seconds. LED flash while screen on. Enable LED while charging. Ooh, enable LED while charging. Test LED. Grant it. Performance. Let's see what we can get here. CPU max. It's on 1200 right now. All the way to 18. Holy cow. Let's stop at about 1480. Themes, device options, color multi-sync. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm done. This is not a review by any means, but I do want to reboot and do that little mod where it has the LED charging light. Not sure if my wife will like that, but she won't be using this phone for very long anyway. If I was using this phone, I would definitely want that as an LED. My preferred phone would have 2 LEDs. One dedicated towards like when it's charging, when it's dying, and etc. And another one dedicated towards nothing but notifications. I don't know why they can't do that. Oh, check that out. It's lighting up like an orangish yellow. It's hard to see it on video, of course. But it's like an orangish yellow. That's awesome. And if I unplug it, it goes away. Plug it back in, and it shows back up. Turn the screen off, it's charging! Oh man, if you're not using AOKP, seriously, what the heck is wrong with you? This is amazing! Anyways, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Honestly, it helps me out a lot. It lets you know you enjoyed the video and you want to see more Galaxy Nexus videos. If you want to see videos in the Note 2 in a couple days, please leave a comment and please give this video a thumbs up. If you leave a comment, I will reply to it as soon as I possibly can. I love comments. I freaking do. If you're new to my channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button up there somewhere. Wherever it's at, I don't know. This is What Would Josh Do, and I'm